Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriCell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning, your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Diwli lanni maro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerde ten e ngaldo sabu e ngaldo Ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki nyawloden ha humpondire makko est ce qu'on non e warude
waden no
ane ko de Ibrahima ma ko to woni
mo Amerique
ko Amerique a woni kede humpitaki fi be musibe men baluwo be andanda kala ko wawda wonde aduna si ari wi e juude mabbe a jonnay do dépassement Gambia har no weedi ayata kadi taw ko mbudi din no jawi walla no jippi be halanta ma ko kala ko falda ko reese sengo nyamete ili nebba maro basal bomde te kala ko rewi don a hendo to har no weedi kadi wona dum don tu be abe jonnira mobile phone si ko dum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode jibe ay kasbawa be wawma jonnude kadi sa fala umpitade ko weebi yetti Google account ma joni ndata ton wada download app mabbe on ayay kala ko humpi may mabbe ton be weebi yama
ka wonda woy aduna on
kala ko wawda
a jonnana e wondo kaleji men Gambia do dépense
harano weebi yama si dum no fono nebi immo den joni mi do tama ka place mabbe jan
waden joni
iya heba ko fala
waden kisam
Jamano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.
Assalamu alaikum baɗigol ngali konton kale bismillah ko tagi momo be kerfatu jube ka jintembe nam ba fala mo be ko ala barka bake alka Politic Kaacha no mo nyamen talata o talata ni nyi wato sita ba fala mo be ko thank you so much mol mi alon ko leke nyim programme o jube gambie jangani gambie bantala ba fala ko ala barka bake ale nyim programme o sembentu en di nyamen fa futata nyin temboto nga Africell tendu ke je bake ka nyim programme fasa ka sembentu en di ke blodung nyim programme ko to ba fala Africell ko ala barka bake ka tara nyim programme ko ma natra Africell line o tebulu dong e fana ita Africell line o sambi mi be promotion jama lek kan gambia banko kan jami alon ko e fana se muna fanno nyim promotion le mi alon ko am ibake kam bari natra Africell line o tebula ba ko ala bake le pre dunje walatin yeta line o sambi number 7 number 4 number 2 be mo Africell ledi nale asandong albajala le albe opportunity jamal sotale pour ka promotion le kodol gagner mi better of course am Africell bulu oto ngamule be tendo ke je baki million ko wolle kanyum programme ono talata talata kanale ka politician wol nati ni ka kacha politiko ko la gambia banko kan jam bi fanan mutanale ne anum bi ngamin soro mole mi alon ko alonta baki le gambia banko kan janga to mamabo niato fo donc mole alon be dara le fo capital oto ka National Assembly member nati ale mi alon ko atlem Banjul North la National Assembly member te min keda honorable Momodou Lamin ba abe siring Banjul North le député bungoro bi nabe kacala ku jamal le mi alon ko lebe dindingala do ko do le mi alon ko bole ke kan Banjul bari adi National Assembly bari fanan of course am political la karola Gambia banko kan jang nyin bebe kala ko leti mi alon ko nabe kacala wolele alkana nyina ko honorable Momodou Lamin ba ate mu membal ti mi alon ko million samba député bungoro atata melu party men to ala je wolem di United Democratic Party di nabe kacala ku jamal le mi alon ko be dindim political ko la bi honorable dila dalal sikir fatou
jërëjëf Buba am kontaan naa trop pour nekk si plateforme bu am solo bi di bugga siis opportunité bi rek pour nuyu la ba pare nuyu képp koo xam ne mu ñoo seetaan right now ba pare tamit di jël nuyu bu mag bi nag di ko teg si loxo waa Banjul North ñu séddaale ko réew mi yëpp di am kontaan te lool pour nekk on this important platform today.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable. I think this is your first time since nga nekk National Assembly member pour you this kind of interview. So dama bëgg ñu start. What is your experience? This is your first time as a National Assembly member. What is your experience as a MP?
Loolu sama ko laajee dina am kontaan te lool pour tontu ko parce que tey nu ma mun a wasi loolu mooy dama bëgg nit yi ñu xam ne National Assembly is a university of its own. Amut fen for them in this world. You learn to become a parliamentarian. Loluta in parliament you have diverse people that have diverse expertise. Your hamnet they come together and one of their fundamental role is to make laws that are progressive. The munekalu am solo. So loluta when people ask me about how do you see parliament, I will always tell them, look, parliament is indeed a university of its own and it is something that you are there to work but at the same time to learn. parce que tey pour wax la dëgg rek I've really widened my horizon in terms of understanding a lot of issues, especially when it comes to both national and international issues in parliament. Parce que tey pour wax la dëgg rek man nu ma gisee woon mbir was like I was using what lu angale di la wax the radical approach. Whatever happened, I always get involved and do it in a very radical way. But as long as I am going, since when I was elected, since 2022 up to date, I have seen that I've changed that mindset to that approach rather to a mindset approach, whereby lu nekk dama ko lay gisee ne it is something loo xam ne we really need to sit down, work on it, and make a progress, which is indeed very important. And this is one thing that I really learned when I was
become a
elected.
National Assembly
Yes.
member.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Being a don't you as a National Assembly member, you have some things that you want to fix, especially in Banjul North. Now, what are some of the things you have forward? If you are a National Assembly member, you know you are able to change them, and are you able to achieve some of these things?
Of course, yalla la fa def ne man ballalon campaign to seek for the position or the mandate from the people to be elected and to better represent them in parliament. Parce que lutam mane to better represent them in parliament, I can remember during my campaign, I said to the people of Banjul, look, I'm not saying we don't have a representative in parliament. Of course, we do have a representative in parliament.
Yeah.
But I am here to introduce a better representation in parliament. And in doing so, dama ko tinkon si ñenenti mbir. Benn bi mane better representation. And better representation was all about making sure I address the needs and the concerns of my people, and by extension the Gambian people. Te mu nekkoon lu am solo torop si suma manifesto, lu ma jaay niti.
Yeah.
The second one was about my co-mandate, which is to make law, to legislate.
Yeah.
waxoon naa suma nit yi ne suma nekkee parliament dinaa taxaw si loi yoo xam ne it will be progressive and it will help them directly. And lii mu ngi nekk loo xam ne alhamdulillah ne since when I went to parliament since 2022 up to date, all the laws that I participated and also enacted in parliament with my colleagues are laws that I believe they are very progressive and they will take Gambia to another level. The other thing has to do with the issue of scrutiny. Parce que tey as a parliamentarian, I believe every year we have what we call the budget session. And with the budget session, time boobu la ñoo partager danaka the national cake, whereby all ministries and institutions or departments under the government will see themselves in terms of implementing government programs and policies every year. This annually. Mu nekk loo xam ne man dama waxoon suma nit yi ne su ma demee si parliament bi during the budget session te yàlla def na ne da ngeen ko lay gis during the budget session dama lay participate a lot, because my fundamental role in participating in the budget session is to make sure ne all what we are going to spend will be fit for purpose, but also to look at how we can widen our revenue generation aspect, because that is the purpose of budget, because budget is just a focus, a focus rather. So these are things your hamne at the end of the day you must be well equipped. Dolota, during the budget session, I engaged a lot of experts, especially from my constituency, that are financially and also technically oriented in terms of issues surrounding budget. And even some of the civil society organizations like Gambia Participate. I do have very close tie with Mr. Mar. Yeah, we discuss a lot about issues surrounding the budget, because we believe without a proper budget, we cannot move this country forward. So Muneka Law Hamne, it is indeed very, very important, and which was also part of my manifesto, which is the third one. Then the fourth one was about the issue of inclusion. Because the thing is, Mandama believe ne, whatever I am to do in parliament, I am there to represent my people. And in doing so, I must include them in part of whatever I am to do. Lulu Tayala Defna, when I was duly elected as the member of parliament for Banjul North in 2022, the first initiative that I put up was to set up Banjul North Constituency Planning and Coordinating Committee, which comprises not only people from different political parties, but even different facets representation in my constituency. We have even a representative from the Children National Assembly.
Wow.
We have representative from the Youth Committee. We have representative from the Banjul Sport Committee. We have educationalists. We have environmentalists. We even have people from the disabled, fraternity.
Yeah.
So all
diverse
these things
groups
are part of this Banjul North Constituency Planning and Coordinating Committee. And what we did was we tried by all means to involve all the 3 councillors also, because politically it's very important understanding all these 3 ward development committees, let's say the councillors rather, from this committee, from these wards, must have what we call ward development committee. So we have that close tie so that we can be very close to our people. We don't want to have that gap between us and the people, because we believe as far as we have that understanding and that and that
relationship,
let's say that belief we are to better represent our people, we must close the gap. Our PR with the people must be very close. So that is why you will not be surprised if you go to my constituency today, even a 5-year-old child will call my name, and they call me Elba. They don't even call me Honorable. And I love that.
Yeah.
They call me
that
Elba.
the relationship.
And then they come like, even yenen halay sa, danga tase nyom sa, ñu oye ma honorable tawal, and I will stop and listen to them. Then buga football. So all these things are things you have come like, I really appreciate from my people. And one thing I want to make clear here, I don't know for other constituencies in the country, but for Banjul North, it is very different. It is very different in the sense that man, sumaniti bayunma, since when I was elected. They make sure that they engage me, they talk to me. Come if Moses doesn't go to the mountain comes to Moses. So all these things happen. With that atmosphere, with that environment, I am doing everything possible to make sure that I am more connected to my people. And how do I do that? Let's say, for example, before any session commences in Parliament, because in Parliament we have 4 ordinary sessions every legislative year, and we might have an extraordinary session based on the need, if there is certificate of urgency from the President, from the office of the President. So if that happens, what I normally do is I do what is called reach out. I am even planning, because right now Mangsi recess like other members in Parliament, but the next 2 weeks, which is going to be the last 2 weeks of this month, I've planned with my team pull a community outreach
to reach out to the community.
Yes, and we call it the Banjul North Connection. Why we call it the Banjul North Connection? Because our first target is to meet the councillors, the 3 councillors with their ward development committee members. This is our first outreach that we're going to do, which is going to start by next week. Sikataniyala. Then from there, our other target is to meet Kepu Kilifa bo hamne mugi Banjul North, because these are things your hamne come like is very important. And the 3rd phase of the meetup will be the VOOS, whereby they then interact with the young people. And the purpose of doing this is to also understand how far with my representation in Parliament, because I need to hear from my people.
You want feedback from them.
Exactly. So I want to hear from them. They must tell me how far have I been performing on their behalf, and also whether I've been reaching out to better understand what they really want me to address in Parliament, and what I've been advocating in Parliament. What are they saying it is changing as far as their lives are concerned? This will also help me as the member of Parliament to gauge myself and to better prepare myself for the upcoming session. So these are ways and means I will also seize this opportunity to encourage other members, because no matter
they
what,
should do it. Very important.
My biggest strength are my people, because the truth of the matter is I am a member of parliament because the people of Banjul not gave me the mandate. So eventually, suma sante yala, gërëm suma ñaari waajuri, dama gërëm waa Banjul la. Because they are my biggest strength. So no matter what, ma luma muna def pour jëna dooleel suma nit yi, that is what I will stand on. Te li mu ngi nekk loo xam ne so far so good, alhamdulillah. It's been really working for me and my entire team.
So gis nañ ne tamit when it comes to, because flood def de Banjul te nawet bi ñëw na, gis ne most of the time flood su xewee yow sa boppa dang di jóg dugga si ndox bi, suy taw sax dañ la dee gis si biir ndox bi. So gis nañ ne tamit the last time gis nañ fa the Chinese embassy, I think it has to do with a school or improving the education sector around the area. Now, what exactly are you doing since Ghanaian National Assembly when it comes to helping them in certain areas?
Buba, as a member of parliament, ñun suñ mandate or our roles are clearly spelled out in the constitution. But that also doesn't stop me as a concerned representative to only stop at going on with what the constitution say as far as my representation in parliament is concerned. I believe ne comme numa ko fi waxe, my people are my biggest strength. I believe ne also I owe it to them. Te lolu naka la ko muna sorted out moy in a form of a social activity, which I am always involved in. Wangalu am solo, and we need to reflect on. In 2022, when I was elected in April 9, 31st July, that very year, we experienced a very devastating flash flood.
Yes.
Can you imagine April, right? April, May, June, July. This was the first thing that I've encountered as far as my representation is concerned, as far as my leadership is concerned. Mu nekkoon lu métti. Mu nekkoon lu métti loo xam ne tey sant naa si yàlla, because man maa ngi am suma maam boo xam ne laf ma ne doomi Adama yàlla du ko teg lum antalut. Te maa ngi gërëm tamit all the stakeholders, including my comrades, that is the MPs of Banjul, the city of Banjul, that is the member for Banjul Central and Banjul South. maa ngi gërëm tamit Her Worship the Lord Mayor of Banjul. Ba pare di gërëm tamit the ward councillor boo xam ne moo nekkoon campement ward ak képp councillor boo xam ne yaa ngi woon Banjul. Because so bàyyi xel, most of the wards that we are affected, we are more of Campama ward, Crab Island ward, nga dem Jollof Town ward, around those areas. We are the most affected areas. Why tey pour wax la digga rek dañ si sant yàlla bu baax, because su ma ne dañ si sant yàlla bu baax because of ne bala happen ne we were able to come up with a solution. Because laf loon métti torop su fekkoon ne amuñ benn solution. And gis nañ ne tamit Red Cross played a very fundamental role, because I can remember ndeysaan when families were displaced, it was very devastating, and that very night they could not sleep in their rooms because ndox bi la fa ñëw dugga seen néeg yi. All what we did was we collaborated with the Banjul Red Cross and contacted the principal for the St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, Madam Kipi. I will also want to seize this opportunity to thank her so very much, and also the former principal of St. Augustine who passed away, Father Tufan. They did extremely well in supporting us. So what they did was they provided us with their hall, that is St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, and we collaborated with the Banjul Red Cross through the Gambia Red Cross, and we were able to support more than 68 families, and I can tell you more than 368 people, including children, even pregnant women. And the most interesting part during that particular moment was, I can remember ne amoon na benn time dama just jógee si camp bi St. Augustine dem kër sangu balaa maa tëdd rek ñu call ma ba li ma callee ñu ne ma ne nii ne dañ fi am emergency. Te emergency bi jigéen bu biir la fa bëgg a wasin.
Wow.
Can you imagine? And days before that, I personally went to the Ministry of Health and I met the director of public health, I believe. Ma explain alko. This is our situation. We need at least an ambulance because we also have pregnant women that are within the people.
In case of emergencies like that.
And that never materialized.
They never give you ambulance?
Never. But guess what? Simbiri yala. Man ma jël suma own private vehicle. I drove, pick up lady bi, yóbbu ko si lopitaan bi, si labor department bi. Can you imagine bu ma paagee benn wàccee jigéen bi. Man balaa ma paak normally. Comme no paak normally. Dama dugga rek dégga neene buy jooy. And guess what? Ma ne leen ne kan moo nekk di jooy ni ñu ne ma koo isi nii moo wasin nii. Ma ne leen alhamdulillah. Kii konte man su ma leetoon a minute. Kii laf loon wasin si suma moto bi. And xoolal la moo si jënaa ne. A week after, that boy was named after me. To be honest. Si first floor bobu am naa si ñaari tooma. Because of the good work I was doing, not only with me or only me, but with my entire team. Because all my team came out in their numbers. And they were supporting in one way or the others. And maa ngi seize opportunity bi tamit pour gërëm képp koo xam ne, especially organizations like Banjul Padul. They came out and they supported Parliament bi fële. So all these young people and young organizations in Banjul, Banjul Youth Committee, all of them came out. The Ward Development Committee for Kambama Ward under the leadership of Councillor Bintu SMJT. They came all out. Can you imagine? Ñun den lan tog even spaghetti sa ñun ñoko togal suñ bopa. So li mu ngi nekkoon a very big experience for me, but at the same time engaging the government through NDMA, which also materialized because Buma engage the NDMA, they also through the leadership of Mr. Dahaba, we engage the government, and they were able to also come and support the people. That happened. Because the thing is, I will not be sitting here and saying things that didn't happen. Government of course came. People will see it and they come like they didn't come on time, but they came. And when they came also, they impacted. Because at the end of the day, one of the things you learn was the fixing of the machine at the bone pool, which was fixed, and after 3 days, the entire water within the city was emptied.
It's emptied.
So, government played. Even the Central Bank of the Gambia, through the governor,
they also contributed.
They contributed. Mr. Sedi, he contributed. The funds that they provided, the lumps, also feeding for the people that they accommodated. And after that, to be honest, it was a learning point for all of us. And it was also very difficult for so many families. The Soba held in Parliament, I always bring it up, especially during the last session. I even spoke to the Vice President because disaster is under his purview as the Vice President of the Republic.
He's a Banjulian, right?
He's a Banjulian, of course he's a Banjulian. And right now he's a Kiri family sa mugi Tabako Banjul now.
So he interesting.
I am his MP. So the nagis they come like, I told him, families are still struggling to recover. And I can just give you a clear manifestation. Right now, as a member of Parliament, with all the records of the data that I have in terms of the scholarship that I give to the young people in my constituency, from primary education to tertiary education, is about 60 young people. 61 young people.
Wow.
61 young people. And all the 26 are attending tertiary education, that is either skills, that is either at the Carib Island Tibet or the Girls Vocational Training Center or the University of the Gambia or MDI. All the rest are primary school going children from my constituency. Because these are students, they lost their uniforms, they lost their bags, their parents lost everything.
During the flood.
And they are still struggling to recover. And if I say this, people will still wonder, 3 years down the line, still these people have not recovered because everything was destroyed. during that
They
month.
were not left with any.
So that is why we describe the moment as a very devastating moment. It was not about the feeding, but it was about how they will recover, as families, how they will recover as parents helping their children, which was a very big concern for all of us. But Alhamdulillah, I am also from my own pocket doing a lot in terms of making sure these young people don't go out of school, and others, therefore other reasons come new tertiary education because we see young people on the streets, and these were things come low like before. What am I making to make a difference? These were children or young people that you see on the streets of Banjul North. I said no. Why do you have to be on the streets? Why can't I put up a fund, which I did together with my team from my own pocket, to make sure that I support at least few of them
to go to
which
school.
I will say today, I am so proud to say that 26 young people that I sponsor are attending tertiary education.
That is massive and very important
in this country. In this country, and the thing is, the records are there. If anybody wants to have access to the receipts, they are all there.
You have all the records.
We have all the records.
I saw the Chinese ambassador there. What was it?
It was the Turkish ambassador.
Turkish ambassador.
Yeah, the Turkish ambassador. With the Turkish ambassador, I will want to seize this opportunity to Kerem Kobuba. Ambassador Uba is a very good man. Su fekkee ne sa du si man sax gis nañ lu bari lu nekk di def si réew mi.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to liggéeyam, responsibility in terms of diplomacy, and also creating opportunities for Gambians in Turkey. Yàlla la fa def ambassador. The first time I met him was I went to Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital to meet the CMD. The CMD Bite introduced me to Ambassador
Oba.
Oba. Actually, what happened mooy day bu ma visité CMD bi mooy first visit bu ma ko visit when he was just appointed as CMD moom kii naka la tuddaati Bite bés boobu la Ambassador Oba tamit ñëw visit ko. So we met. We had a little conversation. Dr. Bite woon ko ne kii de is one of the members yoo xam ne he is so passionate about health, especially the health sector in this country, and also the health system of this country, and I really want you to work together. This is how we had a relationship. From there, mu invite ma. No, sorry. Ma invite ko. Ma ne ko ne nii ne maa ngi am a preventive health screening at my constituency, and I will want to invite you. And this free preventive health screening, I was doing it in collaboration with Innovares Global Health. Because this opportunity be tamil pool gërëm Dr. Ismaila Baji, and
he's doing amazing work.
Not to be honest, I will always want to say that Dr. Ismaila Baji is the best, and I have very genuine reason for saying that as a Gambian and as a young Gambian. He is doing extremely well to change the dynamics, especially when it comes to the narratives, when it comes to accessibility to quality medication in this country, and we all have the obligation to support him and others in making sure that we achieve what we have to achieve. Because you see lolu sa tuuti rek ne tay we must understand that as a country, even what we budget in parliament in terms of medication can only cover 30% of the essential medication we get in our public hospitals.
Only 30%.
So meaning 70% of the medication we get in this country are from the private sector. So meaning we must stand firm as lawmakers, we must stand firm as stakeholders to make sure that we address through the law, to make sure that we make it, very flexible for the private sector in terms of what they do when it comes to the importation of drugs in this country. Suñ jógee si loolu ma delluwaat si Ambassador Oba. Immediately when I invited him during that health screening, which was very successful because we were able to screen more than 436 people in Banjul North.
Yes.
We gave them free screening. We screened them on diabetes, obesity, and hypertension. And guess what? So many people we are able to know their status, because the initiative is Know Your Number initiative, which is initiated by Innovarex Global Health the Gambia. So we benefited, and at the end of the day, the beauty about it is that when Innovarex made a survey throughout the country, Banjul North turned out to be the healthiest constituency or area throughout the country.
Wow.
Which is a plus to the city.
That's a big plus.
You understand? Definitely. And the massive turnout in terms of people going out to be screened, to know their status, which was indeed very important. So immediately after that, we had a very close and mutual relationship. I then was invited by him to his office, and I went there officially and visited him. We had a lot of discussion, a lot of bilateral discussions in terms of how do we improve together, because we believe that today, no matter what, we are here to complement government efforts. Because that is why I always say, us the parliamentarians, if the president and the entire executive fail today, it is us who made that happen as members of parliament. Because we must remember that the president was elected, you understand, to run this country.
Yes.
But as members of parliament, we are elected to guide him to run this country. That is why we have those oversight powers on him. Lolo Tate, a good description of a member of parliament, or parliament rather, will be like, parliament is the apex authority given the mandate by the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia to perform oversight functions to all government institutions, including the office of the president.
Yes.
So meaning we have a bigger responsibility as far as guiding and running this country is concerned. So that is why sometimes, even when it comes to like members seeing themselves like, yes, we only stop at making laws, but part of our oversight function, we are following up in terms of implementation.
Yeah.
Because we make laws to be implemented by the executive. And how do we make sure that those laws are implemented? We perform oversight. We follow up. And how do we also intend to do that? Parliament from Nekani then introduced Lunyo or a post-legislative scrutiny. Parliament made a lot of laws in this country. But how effective in terms of implementing those laws are concerned? So these are things Your Highness Lulta Manila since at the beginning. I am learning a lot in Parliament. And I am somebody who doesn't just come to Parliament and start giving my submission based on ego or sentiment. I do a lot of research. Thank God, even my constituency coordinating and planning committee, we have young people that are currently at the university. They help me in some of my research that I do. They go to institutions, make research, and bring me the data. We work, sit down, articulate it, then I go and present in Parliament. So that is why whenever I speak in Parliament, it's always very different. And nobody can predict Honorable Bob when I am in Parliament, because you don't know what I am about to say. But whatever I say in Parliament is based on facts, and at the end of the day, if it is taken care of, it will always lead to solution. And we are seeing that. We are seeing that impacting the city. We are seeing that impacting the entire country. And that is our intention. Lulu mo musa neka sun intention te sunne hayala dinen continue si lolu.
All right. So legi ñu dem si parliament bi about loi yi ngeen nekk di defar. Gis nañ ne the draft constitution with them at Nawati now, we've seen your position. A lot of people commended you, for not supporting it, but you said during your deliberation, I listened to you say it was after consultation with your people, that is the people of Banjul North. So we've seen Banjul Central tamen ñu ne consult na gaaya mi waaye moom dafa support pour draft constitution bi romba waaye yow you rejected it. Why? Langa Fongne was important at the moment, after consultation with your people, Prunga reject that draft constitution at the time.
Thank you very much. Sabir lacha ngalu wangalu am solo, especially comparing the two names, that is the name for Banjul Central and the name for Banjul North. Yala def ne suma deliberation, I even made it clear. We are from the same city, but we are representing different people.
Different people, yes.
And I still stand by that, which I also respect him on that. And I can also attest, we all consulted our people. Because at there was a time we made a joint consultation in the city of Banjul. 3 of us, the 3 MPs.
Okay, the 3 MPs.
Yes,
okay.
the 3 MPs.
But what were people saying during that
consultation? People have different, diverse opinions.
Okay.
But the thing is, today, whatever I am to prioritize in Parliament have to born from or come from the people of Banjul.
Banjul, yeah.
You understand? Then by extension, the entire country. Because I am in Parliament as a National Assembly member. The reason why that draft constitution was rejected, it is an open secret. We all believe and understood that is us who rejected it. That constitution doesn't reflect the aspiration of the Gambian people. And this was our intention. We want a document, because to tell you the truth, like I said, look at the entire situation. We are in a transitional justice process as a country. We are transiting.
Yes.
As a country. And one of the most fundamental and most anticipated document is a constitution that we want as a country. We all want a constitution.
That is right.
We all want a constitution. But we want a constitution that reflects the aspiration of the Gambian people. And how do you intend to do that? Go back to the people, like we did with the 2020 draft.
Consultation.
Consult the people. Consult the people. And especially looking at what happened, comparing the 2020 draft, even though we are not repealing the 2020 draft, we are repealing the 1997 draft, which I always agree with people. But how many Gambians understood what is in that 2024 draft?
Because there was no consultation.
And it is our fundamental right. And going through the document also, going through content by content, the issue of accountability. Some will say, yes, there is accountability. But do you think accountability stops at submitting your assets before contesting for election in this country? It's beyond that. The issue of human rights, we have seen what we went through as a country for 22 years. All of us were quiet because of land. Kuneka mugi bugona save life up. So we want that to happen again? Never. The other thing has to do with accountability. Let's say, because I talk about accountability. Now let's talk about the general overview of the entire document that has to do with the aspiration of the Gambian people. But I even went further, listening to other members, justifying that yes, waron nenko may chance.
Yeah,
understand? Mudem second reading, mudem si committee. For whom only dina metisa.
Yeah, that's right.
Mudem si lulu. You understand? Let's say the committee or any special committee conduct lumo conduct def consultation. Taxpayers' money you use that because no committee will sit down without being paid. That is the truth.
That is right.
They will use taxpayers' money. Suñ jógee si process boobu yëpp waat ñu isi waat ko ñu dem consideration stage ñu gis ne lii comme lu ma lay wax rek man I will never trust the majority camp in parliament and I am on record with this current majority camp in parliament. I will never trust them. Because their interest is the interest of one individual, and which should not be the case, because their interest should be the interest of the Gambian people. You mean we must highlight, and I can give you so many examples. Okay. Because during the budget session, we saw what the Minister of Finance presented in terms of the Meet the People store by the President, $50 million as proposed as part of the budget estimate. We said 50 million is too much. Why can't we make it 30? The first response we got from the majority camp was, let's vote, because they know when we vote,
they're going to win.
They will get the numbers. We negotiated with them until it was reduced, guess what? To only 45 million. What will 45 million be used for? Will meet the people's store. But impact la more to the Gambian people.
Most of the time, even the actuals is more than that.
So the fact of the matter is, and even looking at our deficit, because even when it comes to the budget, this current budget that is passed in Parliament for this financial fiscal year, Can you imagine? Government is only contributing 71% from our local government fund. That is from our JLF.
Wow. Only 71%.
The 29% will be on grants and loans. And we are not even sure about grants because we have seen what happened. And this is what I said during the budget session. Why do we have to take that risk as a country to have in our total budget as a country 29%?
That's loans
and we base
grants.
it on loans and grants. That is dangerous to a developing country.
Very unfortunate.
And it's a risk. And who knows today how many grants they've received, whether they were able to meet that 29%. They will not even be able to do that. So these are things you have to come like important to you go put into consideration. Comme luma lay wax rek, ñun we are not in parliament based on ego or sentiment.
Okay. You explain about the draft constitution that
to fix things. So coming back to the
you said you are not happy
to the draft.
Put them see committee stage.
Exactly. So when that happened also, like I said, still taxpayers' monies will be used. And if we disagree, and now at the end of the day, coming to the third reading, we still reject it.
Yeah.
And now we're wasting taxpayers' money.
Yes.
We still use taxpayers' money. So we said to ourselves, we are not in parliament to waste taxpayers' money. Maybe others are there to waste taxpayers' money. But I, Honorable Momodou Lamin, I am not in parliament, and I believe any genuine member of parliament is not in parliament to waste taxpayers' money. But we are there to make sure that we do the needful and make sure that all expenditures are fixed.
The argument was that see committee bobu, send guy bari nañ fa, so maybe so for them, mun nañ gene lu bari. You people don't want it in that draft constitution.
Buba, if you go through, if you compare the 2020 draft with the 2024 draft, if you see the number of amendments, more than 100.
Yeah, a lot of amendments. I think 116.
And the surprising part is when Ibn Chambers and Goodluck Jonathan came, because that was when we just came to Parliament. We had a very good meeting that was organized by International Idea. Man, I didn't even see it as provisions. Your hand they come like they were problems, but these were just 15 to 16 issues that we believe as members of parliament we would have worked on to make sure that we resolve and reintroduce the 2020 draft. You understand? And we see how best we can be flexible and have a new constitution for this country. But that was never the case. We just sat down and we had that government through the Ministry of Justice have gazetted a new draft. Seriously.
It was
and
a
I
surprise
can
to a lot
remember,
of people.
during the Suna speech by the president in 2022, the president said his government through the Ministry of Justice, and that is the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, will be crafting a new constitution. That's what he said. Crafting a new constitution. But what constitution are you crafting? Constitution for the people or constitution for yourself?
For yourself.
And your group. So this also needs to be clear. Why what be them na ñëw na? Man Honorable Momodou Lamin I am in parliament to represent the people of Banjul and by extension the entire country. And you can see the reaction after my submission in parliament. People of the Gambia, both living in the country and in the diaspora, appreciated my stand and the stand of my people, because I didn't just come there and just say things based on what I want to say, but I said things based on the consultation that I had.
But was it because of also your party were against the draft? Was that the reason?
I never had any situation whereby I had a conversation with my party talking about the rejection of the draft.
Before the voting?
Before the voting.
Okay.
I can tell you this for free. I never attended any meeting like such, and I cannot attest where my party was like, you have to reject the draft.
Okay.
All what they asked us is to go and consult our people, and that is exactly what we did, and people like me did. We went back, we consulted our people. We cannot say that we consulted 100%.
Yeah, that is
of
not
our population. It's very impossible because tay balalo new parliament, not Banjul, not Jepama voter.
Yeah.
You understand?
100%
but I was
consultation is
able
not
to reach
possible.
out to as much people as possible. There a clear manifestation. If you go to my social media handle, on all my social media handle, you will see the updates there. We even have a joint, consultation organized by the 3 MPs of Banjul about this draft. So meaning, we didn't only stop there. We went further. Man, I can remember going to people's homes, bringing up issues, contents of the Constitution, discussing with them. Because I can just go to someone's home and start saying things without showing them evidence. But I wasn't like that. I wasn't doing it like that. I was giving them contents within the draft for them to better understand what I'm saying.
The content of the draft.
Yes. And they said, if this is the case, to be honest, we cannot support this.
Okay. All right. So one of the other things that you're passionate about is the mental health law that is outdated.
Yeah.
So what did you do about this?
To be honest, I am doing a lot. But to start with, the masses opportunity be pour yegal askan bine. Yala defna advocacy bumale def parliament in terms of mental health. I was appointed as the president of the Global Youth Mental Health Forum.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, and this was in 2023. And Yala Defna Mange Lige with an organization called Peaceful Mind Foundation. And Peaceful Mind Foundation currently Nyom Nyugineka in India, Delhi. And we are also working with United Nations Global Compact. Yala Defna Tamit ne with all the mental health organization advocates in this country, I'm not a very good connections with them because I can remember organizing a stakeholder meeting in collaboration with the mental health program unit of the Ministry of Health that is led by Mam Jara. Momtai Manko Girem Aktimam. They're doing extremely well in terms of making sure that the issue of mental health is addressed in this country. One fundamental thing Luma Buga you understand as a country is that there is no health without mental health.
That is right.
This is something that even WHO believe in, that there is no health globally without mental health. Muneka lo hamne lu am solo la. Why tamit duñ mëna def lu bari ci mental health su fekkee ne the legal framework is outdated. Muneka lu am solo. The Mental Health Act, which is the Lunatic and Detention Act they call it, of 1917, which is almost 108 years old now.
19?
Since time in colonial, yes.
Wow,
since 1917.
That is a long time ago.
This is the law that we still use in this country, which is very unfortunate. Yala Defna, currently the ministry, through the minister, we working so hard with his mental health unit to have an updated mental health law. So currently they are consulting experts because I believe it was funded by World Bank.
Okay.
I don't know, World Bank or WHO, maybe one of them, to make sure we have an updated one. So currently, as I am speaking to you, they've really advanced because I'm conversation with the head of the mental health unit program of the Ministry of Health just a few days ago. They have really advanced in terms of the level of consulting the experts to come up with a very good law. The minister will take it to cabinet, gazette it, then after bring it to parliament for consideration. One thing I will tell you, I believe the parliamentarians right now, they are more than committed in terms of addressing issues surrounding mental health. Because from Nekani, we have seen a lot of causes.
Parliament.
No, to be honest, all members are in
for it.
Issues, addressing issues surrounding mental health, to be honest. And you will come to realize even the advocacy will increase now. Because through Peaceful Mind, we were able to have a training, orientation.
Peaceful Mind is the organization?
Yeah, Peaceful Mind is an organization in the Gambia, mental health organization. They collaborated with GIZ and also the Gambia Red Cross. And they organize an orientation for members of parliament. There is also another organization that is doing extremely well. It's called HEMDA. HEMDA is an organization, and Malawahne is a community-based organization in a sense. Nationally, what HEMDA is contributing towards addressing mental health, because ñi ñoo lay dem si mbedda bi fekk ñoo xam ne ñu ngi am feebari xel ñu génnee seen njëriñ sanga leen wat leen jox leen lekk ñu naan lu ñoo contribute tanka rek kenn xamul nu mu toll. te lii yëpp can you imagine they mobilize the fund within and also outside, that is the diaspora. te lii mu ngi nekk loo xam ne I will still want to encourage them to continue the good work, but also to urge government to come forward, because that is why this law is very important. This law will also cater for funds. It can be given to organizations like that, so that they will be able to implement and retire back through the Ministry of Health, through the mental health unit or program of the ministry.
And I think they should have more than one psychiatric hospital.
The issue of decentralization, because Monday, my entire advocacy as the president of the Global Youth Mental Health Forum is to make sure I start with my own country. But starting with my own country, it is very sad that the only psychiatrist hospital we have in this country, even though we have psychiatrist units in different hospitals in the Gambia, but the only treatment center we have, because we have only one treatment center in this country,
that is
Tanka. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, especially when you go and see the infrastructure. Because when I say the infrastructure, I don't even only mean the standing building, but what is inside the building, the beds. We had these people that are with mental disorder are housed. Liyep are very big concern. What are we doing also as parliament to increase the budget? As far as mental health issue is concerned, how do we have to increase the budget of Tanka, not only for PE, that is the personal emolument, but for operational costs, and also to see how best we can help the patients to recover. Because li mu ngi nekk loo xam ne tey man lu ma lay wax mooy su ñëwee si wàllum mental health, I always see myself. I always see myself because tey I am mentally stable. That is why maa ngi toog fii di wax at least lu make sense. But xam nga ne if I wasn't mentally stable, du ma toog fii su ma toogoon fii dama laa wax boo xam ne yow sax di nga laajte waaw kii lan la moo wax.
That is right.
But su fekkee ne I am in that situation, te man maa ngi si situation bi right now, lan laa put in place pour address or pour help dimbali ma ëllëg. Loolu laa bugga képp koo xam ne authority la, starting from the president of the Republic of the Gambia.
So start thinking like that.
Loolu ne any moment, the next minute you can be depressed. But what resources or structures do you put in place to address those situations when you are directly involved? The time, if we are not directly involved, we are indirectly involved. Because they suffer from mental illness. The issue of controlling, the issue of stopping the usage of illicit drugs in this country. We have seen youth in mental health. It is in the increase.
A lot of young people.
To be honest, man, these are things I just don't look at the beginning. Manela and I am not that MP who will sit on Google or did whole interview with it or did dega. When I go myself on the ground, man, Senegambia, dama fale them not because of dama dem pull chill. They did. Dama dem pull kids atmosphere, and it's not only Senegambia, but also crowded places are within the country, like village, like the tropics and other places. You put first-hand information in terms of what I'm going to say, because I don't want to miss the step. So we are seeing not only the baby step, but we are seeing the robust step in terms of young people getting involved into the usage of illicit drugs in this country. So remember, I once laid a matter of the day in terms of the prevalence of course in the Gambia, because I was really concerned. Because moment Bobu, you have seen
it was killing people. It was already killing people.
Why don't I guess they come like when that happened? They guess how we are even during the budget session increasing the budget for the interior ministry in terms of having more vehicles for our security personnel to take care of our robust borders.
So that they can patrol.
Because li la fa nekk lu am solo. Ñun tey ñu ngi claim ne waaw lu bari daf lay ñëw fu mu lay jaar We need to control those
Yes,
areas.
yes.
These are very fundamental things that we must put in place, so that at the end of the day we will be able to address issues. Te dama lay bëgg di wax ne gis nga mbir suñ ko bëggee def fokk ñu ñëw together.
Yes.
Man, it doesn't matter where I belong to politically. Politically is my political
Party.
life. It's my political party. When it comes to my public life, it's my public life. And when it comes to my private life, it's my private life. So these are three separate lives that I don't do. If you come to my own house, start bringing up discussions that have to do with politics, I will tell you plain. Can we kindly go to our bureau so that we can discuss politics?
About
because my
politics.
house is not for politics.
Yeah, right.
And that's the truth. And these are things we should try by all means to make it happen within our environment, so that we'll be able to improve in so many things. So gisee sentiment at ego mu bari because come on, lu tax nga war maa fekk si ba suma own kër fekk maa ngi war a am time ak suma jaboot.
Family,
dama waxi politique.
That is not a
That's time for
political.
family.
It's not a political.
And this is the situation. And to be honest, I always tell people, ne, this is who I am. And to be honest, Mage Santa Yala, ne, I also have people that really understand me within these dynamics, and they really working with me towards navigating such a situation.
All right. So now new dem si politics si bobam honorable. Now towards 2026, na fongane the opposition in this country, they have what it takes pour ñu génne President Barrow.
100%. 100%. Just when 100% from a career moy, if oppositions are willing to come together. Because one thing I will tell you, ñun dañ fi nekk time Yaya Jammeh. What make it possible for Jammeh to rule for 22 years in this country? One, he was an incumbent.
Yes.
Two, he was having people that were supporting his agenda. And now we have seen the same baby steps taken by Adama Barrow.
Incumbent.
And the truth of the matter is, we should not even shy away, come like the way he is doing things now, especially that the new politics he has introduced. It will be very difficult for him to be removed in this country as a president. But it can be possible. Because man, I have the belief that the word impossible, you separate the I am from the possible, you say I am possible. And we can only do that if we are also more genuine to what we want to do or what we want for Gambians. Because I will always tell people, and sometimes it looks very funny when I tell people, I'm a politician. And they'll be like, what do you mean? I said, I am in parliament to fix things. And I mean what I'm saying, what I said. Because it is the truth. It is my conscience. That is why, number one thing, Luma Jai Suma Niti Moy, I am going to parliament to better represent you. And I intend to do that by addressing your needs and your concern. And this should be the thinking, the mindset of every genuine politician in this country. Look at the image of the Gambia first than any other thing.
Very important.
And with the dynamics, the way things are going, I want to seize this opportunity to implore and to encourage all the opposition parties to come together. Because Gambian people believe in us. They believe in us because things are already unfolding in this country.
But don't you think send party with you want them to other political parties, talk to them so that they can come and join?
I don't think that Lulu Neko they happen. I believe that is also happening.
Okay.
Because I believe the United Democratic Party have very responsible members, especially when it comes to our executive. I believe that they are engaging through very important talks with other opposition
Parties
party leaders
for them to join.
Yes, to see how best, because I believe this is very fundamental as far as the 2026 election is concerned. Mangi diga si pena interview with it wasn't an interview, it was the presser that UDP did concerning the issue of Sidinjai, when Dr. Mane said UDP will not allow any election again in this country boo xam ne la faa nekk election yi sàcc.
Yeah.
And this is the truth about us. The issue of stealing in election, we are not going to entertain that anymore. I want to believe they come like this is the real UDP now. Because the fact of the matter is, no matter what, we always want to take the people seriously. And if we want to govern the people of the Gambia, we must show them that we are very serious in what we do.
But they are already registering. They are already registering people outside the country, and your party. Well, anyway, send party.
I'm going fofu nag. We have to be very open and very conscious, because the fact of the matter is, the issue of the ID cards, right?
Yes, the ID cards.
The issuance of the ID card outside Gambia. Mom, I am not supporting it. You understand? Based on I haven't seen the reason for doing that.
Because passport
but the thing is, no matter what moy, because if you are outside Gambia, you're living passport than ID card.
Yeah.
But to fake any very registration. There is any law that permits the IEC to go outside Gambia to register Gambians.
Register Gambians, yeah.
So lolo ta dama buga punyul am leral fofu. Even so fake people are talking about it. The issue of issuing of ID cards and IEC should be separated. Because these are two different entities.
But they can come back and register.
Of course they can come back and register. But will they come back and register?
That's the
will they come back and register? And who will facilitate their coming back? Because it's not only coming back and register.
Remember, it's incumbent. There is a lot of money.
It's not only coming back and register, but at the end of the day, coming back and vote.
Yes.
That is another expenditure.
You have to come and register and come and vote again. Yeah.
So Lolota, the issue of the immigration department issuing ID cards to Gambian outside Gambia, I am not in support. Why ID card? Why not passport?
Passport, yeah.
Because for me, I believe if I am outside Gambia, I need more of my passport than my ID. Even though my ID is very important, because my ID shows that I am a citizen of the Gambia. But if I am outside Gambia, I need my passport.
Yeah.
You understand?
That is
so. Li la fa nekk loo xam ne foog immigration tamit, because I watched the interview on the state of the affairs.
Yeah,
that is the with the
LUCC.
Yeah, the DG for
immigration.
But to tell you the truth, I wasn't convinced, and he really needs to come and convince us, especially us, the Apex Authority, because at the end of the day, we just don't have that understanding. Why should you go and issue ID cards for what?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
And we have seen recently some videos, people claiming in Mauritania that they are still having difficulties.
So the ID cards are not helping them in any way.
You understand?
Mauritania.
So the fact of the matter is, if there is something lo hamne comme nuko olam jay dile way su fekene la fa am lu laxasu ci jaan bi ne ñu wax ko Gambian people, they owe it to the Gambian people. But man, as far as I am concerned, that process is not correct.
Okay.
But at the same time, I will not want us to link that process with IEC. Because IEC is voters card and immigration is ID card and passport.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
So legi in that Wanga ne President Barrow, pour génne ko, there is a chance guys su ñëwé together. But now in Banjul, just like the last election, send party performing for Buba. How is the United Democratic Party supporting Banjul right now towards the 2026? Because just then ñu ngi wone Barrow defar na fa tali and a lot of things in Banjul, so the opposition don't have a lot of support there now.
I will tell you one thing. Banjul is a very complex city. And Banjul politics cannot be compared with any politics in this country.
Very difficult to predict.
And the fact of the matter is, you can see the election cycle. 2021 presidential election, Adama Barrow won the entire city.
Yes.
It's on records, right?
That's right.
2022, that is 4 months after, Adama Barrow lost the entire city. 2 independent and 1 UDP for the first time in the history of UDP. A UDP member of parliament won an election since 1996. That's me. Musuta am. And that's on record.
Yeah.
You know, 2023 local government election, councillor election. Adama Barrow won 7 councillors out of 9. UDP won 2.
You people are not
A month after mayoral election, UDP won.
Yeah.
This is Banjul. And what I will say is Banjul is the seat of power. Banjul then neka ñoo xamne then xam luñ bëgga. Man, I always respect the decision of Banjul, and I will always respect that. Banjul is not for government, neither for opposition. Banjul is for the people of Banjul, and this we need to understand as the political dynamics is on. Because to fekk ne loolu la rek, Esam Bay Fall would have won in Banjul when he contested in 2021.
Yeah.
But be that police station said we not far. But this is showing you what the Banjul people want. Take so by hell come the election cycle, 2021 presidential election, Adama Barrow won massively, landslide. 2022, that was just 4 months after he lost the entire city.
So, which means 2026 no one can. Yeah, it's very complex. I understand.
And to be honest,
I understand
am so
your
proud
point,
of the
bro.
people of Banjul because we understand our value.
Yeah.
We know who we are as a city.
And that is very important.
And we are not moved by things at the end of the day.
They vote
This is the
based
city
on
of Banjul.
performance, yeah.
Exactly. And who will impact them.
Yeah.
You understand?
And that is the
because,
real way.
Because that is what we foresee. We foresee progress as a city. That is why, as a city dweller, we are so proud to live in the city. They, what I am so proud to say that since when I was elected, even before I was elected, I was living in the city. Since when I was elected up to date, biligi Tobacco Road la deka. Biligi Tobacco Road la ewo. And this is showing you how connected I am to my people.
Yeah.
Because they don't even need an appointment to see me. They just walk to my house and see me. And we talk about their issues and see how we resolve it amicably. Limay representation. Representation is all about serving.
Yeah.
And we are doing all these things to show people, look, it's important. And I can tell you, there was a scenario that happened. So Gise, the ambassador of Turkey, really gave me that respect. When he visited and prayed, Sisun Masjid before Sunjumabi, Tobacco Road. After the prayers, allow ko meet the mosque committee at Cliffa Banjul Noti. Fofula, the benches and chairs initiative emanated from Ben provided school bisi Jumabi,
Yeah.
Towe ak Tabuli,
Tabuli,
where you lunch just few months ago. Ma yóbbu ko suma kër balaa ko yóbbu suma kër mu gis fan laa dëkka neat clean nice but time yi lekka jot ma ne ko ne nii ne we have to sit on the floor. That is showing you the humbleness. He sat on the floor. We had a family lunch.
Wow.
Young people from my constituency came. We suma jabar toogoon lu bari ñu toog ñu ñëpp ñu lekk. Everybody sat down. Doo xam ne kii mooy MP, doo xam ne kii mooy ambassador. This is how we do it with our people.
So all of you are one.
Exactly. Man tey ñu ngi si time yi nawet. I will never feel comfortable when I am under a shade, under a roof, when my people who voted me into office seen léegi ñu ngi lekk ñu ngi teg paan di xaar di ñaan yàlla kañ la taw bi di stop. So loolu ta part of my initiative every time in nawet de lee def survey suma nit yi ñu seet naka la leen a mën a dimbale. We don't do all but we see how best we can help them with code gates pour gars yi dimbale seen bopp.
Okay, time in nawet.
Yes, time in nawet. We do that. But da nga gis ne comme like I will tell you one thing. Man, not everything that I do, I put on social media. Yes. Not everything that I do, I put on social media.
Sometimes you just help for the sake of
Exactly.
helping.
And this is the purpose of doing that. Because as far as man ma dem nangu, be jël that mandate to represent my people, and not only to represent them, but to also support them, help them. su ma leen tanee of course dama ko def si jekka ak si teranga, and I don't have to do that by exposing them.
Okay.
No, that if you see most of my initiative, it is community initiative, not individual initiative.
All right. This will be my last question. Are you interested to contest the mayoral election? Because mayoress is not coming next month. This is her final term.
Xam nga danga laajte loo xam ne dinaa la tontu bu yomba si loolu. Wax naa la si biir wax fii ne suma maam moo ma yar.
Yeah.
Te suma maam bu ma yar. Yàlla ko yàlla yërëm suuf sedda si ko am.
Amen.
Mu ne ma Modou ma ne ko and I wish she was here today. Mu ne ma yàlla du en doomi aadama lu antalut. But at the same time dafa am benn time wax la fa jooy. ñu ne ko wax loo jooy mu ne den ma wax te suma time wax jotut. So man foofu laay bàyyee askan bi rek.
So da nga xaar ba time bi su jotee.
non loolu la ma suma maam wax. Suma maam mu ne. wax la fa jooy. ñu ne ko wax looy jooy. mu ne den ma wax te suma time wax jotut.
No, but with your track record, I think Guy Banjul, if you contest, they will vote for you. With all the work that you are doing in Banjul right now, I think a lot of people are following. And a lot of people are wishing you to contest too.
ñu get try ñu get def luñ mën. Parce que no matter what, we are there for the people. And as long as we have that better understanding, we are there to serve the people, right? It's fine. We are the servants of the people.
Right.
And sometimes people will not even understand why we contested. Man, I am not a politician, but a problem solver. Because I believe a problem that is not solved is still a problem.
Yes.
But a problem that is solved is no more a problem. So this is my belief and the people that I work with. So whatever you see, you can see Honorable Momodou Lamin as image, but I can tell you, the people beside me, not behind me. I have nobody behind me, but beside me. Because we work together, hold each other, and work towards progress. And this is what we believe in. And inshallah, when the time comes, we talk about it.
All right. So, loy tago time again.
Luma buga tago moy mage masawu képp koo xam ne taw bi mu ngi la disturb. Because I understand ne am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi am issues right now. Si mbiri taw bi. Yàlla defoon na nag I even asked the vice president during this last session in parliament. Laajoon ko ne ndax ñu ngi am proper mechanisms that they put in place in terms of resources. To help families that might be affected. Mu wonoon ma ne ñoom pare neen pour dimbale lifi naka la turaati pour dimbale askan bi. waaye tamit di urge government bi. through the office of the vice president pour ñu taxawu képp koo xam ne is faced with disaster, especially during this raining season, especially ñoo xam ne seen loxo àggu seen gannaaw. te lu tax may wax lii dama gis an example which happened in my constituency in 2022, and still those families are struggling to recover. di urge askan bi rek di leen a wax ne as far as I am concerned, I am here to better represent the entire country. And in doing so, I will be in parliament to address their needs and their concerns. And be rest assured ne nekana ko hamne dina ekati suma loxo ne I am one of the most accessible MPs in this country.
I know.
Because comme jarut sa pour nga call, people know where I am always. I am in my constituency. Right now, it's a holiday la neka. But muluna wande dama dem holiday. I would have traveled outside this country. But damane, hey, let me be within my constituency and know their problems. And better address them when I go to the third ordinary session of this legislative year. Because to me, that is more important. Mama de mala challenge and mandate. So eventually, I must do according to the law what I supposed to do for them. The Gerem Tamit Kerfatu, especially your Mr. Buba,
thank you
for this invitation, because all these things are things your hamne, they are very important. We need to be talking to the people. The people need to know what we are doing, because lu ñu oy information blackout dafa nekk loo xam ne daf ñu disturb si réew mi.
That's right.
dañ lay toog si information ba mbir happen rek ñu génna bugg a defend wala buga convince niti because it is too late.
That is
Yes,
right.
people need to know what we are doing and how far we have gone. lii mooy isi progress si lu ñoo def. waaye suñ buggee toog si lu ñoo def wala toog si information ba mbala daytaal yi. ba pare ñu bëgg a ñëw wax ak nit yi duñ ñu déglu. so I will also encourage ba pare encourage la yoo tamit you also invite other members I normally see da ngay invite a lot of members pour ñu ñëw attend sa programme bi. but to invite other members.
ñeneen dañ dee daw.
Yes, but they should.
Yeah, they should come. Yeah,
you should be friendly to the media.
Yes.
Hey, the media is very powerful. Because tey ñu bëri fii lu suñ dégloo ñun suñ discussion bi. am na lu bëri loo xam ne maa ngi ko fi wax. xamuñ ko woon si man
yeah, that is right.
waaye sant yàlla ne tey maa ngi ko fi wax te am naa lu bëri lu ma mun a wax waaye because of time. foog ñu em fii waaye di gërëm tamit. waa Banjul North di gërëm the entire city for giving me the mandate to better represent them in parliament bul ma blame nag su ma ne better represent them because this is what I believe in.
I
so
understand.
la fa nekk loo xam ne it is my usual language su may wax always dama ne I am always in parliament to better represent the people and to serve them better.
Yeah.
Te be rest assured ne maa ngi reaffirm suma commitment in making sure that whatever I am to do in parliament, I will do it based on consent, based on consultation with my people, and making sure that it is very progressive and it will have a positive impact to all the Gambian people. Te di leen na wax ñu duggee nii si nawet bi ñu dugga see jaama ba pare ñu jeexal si ak jaama ba pare suñ farmers yu ji yàlla def ñu am jiw yu baax.
amiin
at the end of the day ñu mun koo jëriñoo si réew mi. ba mun koo export sax. loolu maa ngi koo ñaanal yàlla. ba pare tamit di ooj tamit képp ndaw boo xam ne you are into politics bu la politique musa def nga nekk somebody who see it as who becomes koo xam ne you are sentiment or have ego in what you do. Always see the interests of the people and see how best you can better the lives of the people that you represent. Sibi lolo mange wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Ngaten tuka je bake ngatele student B, of course, Honorable Lamin ba mi alonko atelam Banjul North la National Assembly member ti ali mail of course am doko dol mi alon ko bolle ke kam Banjul aning kolu mi alon ko wolle ke fanan the National Assembly wolbe sata janne ngatin duka je bake so because of nga program o record le bi man line ol yele no walatin bari ngal be tindukal je bake nga official tinduke je bake ka nyim program o fasa ka sementu en ke blodo nyim program o koro alta official line o sangal ba jelale ko al simuna fan jama ganyeno ila promotional to mi alon ko be wolle ke kan Gambia banko kan jang Sire Dramé Charles Elvis Ngom Lamin Diallo wol itole muta camera to ani machine to ko ngebe tinduke je bake ka taranyum program o koma fo talata nala bye bye.
Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriCell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning, your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
diwli lanni maaro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerdeten e ngal ɗo sabu e ngal ɗo Ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki ñawloɗen ha humpodire e makko est ce que on noon e warude
waɗen noon awa
ane ko de Ibrahima ma ko to woni
mo Amérique
ko Amérique a woni kadi humpitaki fiɓe musidɓe men baluwo ɓe andanɗa kala ko wawɗa wonde e aduna o si a rewi e juuɗe maɓɓe a jonnay ɗo dépassement o Gambia hara no weeɓi a yahata kadi taw ko mbuɗi ɗi no ƴawi walla no jippi ɓe haalantama ko kala ko falɗa ko rewi sengo ñamete ini nebba maaro basalle pomme de terre kala ko rewi ɗon a hendoto hara no weeɓi kadi wona ɗum ɗon tu aɓe jonnira e mobile phone siko ɗum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode juɓe hay kaspawa ɓe wawma jonnude kadi sa fala humpitade ko weeɓi ƴetti google account ma joni data ton waɗa download app maɓɓe on ayiyay kala ko humpima e maɓɓe ton ɓe weeɓi hama
ka wonɗa wo e aduna on
kala ko wawɗa
a jonnanayi wonɗo ka leydi men Gambia ɗo dépense
hara no weeɓi hama si ɗum non fof no neeɓi immoɗen joni mi ɗowtama ka place maɓɓe jano
waɗen joni
iya heɓa ko falaɗa
waɗen kisam
Jamano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Jamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Jamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and approved services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@jamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Jamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Jamano Money Transfer.